Hello. Let me just change to our face cam. Oh, it's dark today. There we go. Hello. I know you're all gonna trickle eventually into chat, but hi. Sorry that it's been so long. I had a couple things happen. Mainly, oh, hi, Watch. What's up? Do you have things to say? Hmm? Whoa. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Summer's arrived where you are. Oh, that's wonderful. It's been here for a bit. Cat's having a bit of fun. Right, life updates. So, I was intending to stream. Oh, you knocked it over. There you go. Oh, okay. You're gonna sit inside it. Fine. She's got this little like TV scratching post, and she just loves to just apparently lie in it, and then tear it apart. I don't know if you can hear that, but she's scratching away. I meant to stream more last week. I do apologize for that, or for not, having that whole stream. That was because Monday rolled around and I was prepared to stream. And I had to go on a bit of an errand, which was fine. But it turns out I don't do well with going from cold to hot to cold again. My body hates that, and it likes to make me hate myself when that happens. And so basically, if I'm going to be in a cold, going from warm to cold, I need an adjustment period of like several minutes. And if I don't have that time to just sort of just relax into what temperature I'm in, and I go between hot and cold and hot again, my stomach does not like me at all. So I've always kind of been this way, and I'm pretty sure this is because I used to get heat seizures as a kid, because I've always had a problem with this. Doesn't matter how old I've been, I've always had a problem going from hot to cold, and especially from cold to hot. It doesn't do me any good. And so I kind of have to like gradually move myself into those temperatures before I'm fine. And it's just something that's always been with me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what causes it, or like what's going on and why that happens, but it's been there ever since childhood. So it's something that I'm aware of. And sorry, it's not cold to hot. It's it's from hot to cold that my body isn't happy. But especially going any temperature like cold, hot, cold, or especially hot, cold, hot, body just doesn't like me. So I ended up feeling ill on Monday because we went out and ran an errand. And then when Tuesday rolled around, I had my next round of facial hair removal, which was painful. This wasn't your usual levels of pain. This was, they turned it up to near max. Like they really turned it up. I thought they thought we were already on max, but no. This hurt. And for the next week, my face was just red and swollen and not happy with me on anything. There was a full day and a half that I could not speak because it just hurt to move any of this. But the damage it did to those stupid hairs that I hate so much I don't look great right now. I know the camera probably can't pick that up. I don't look hot right now because all of those little hairs that I had to shave are finally releasing from their follicles, which means they're being slowly pushed out of my face. But it... Your doctor offers laser work on the side. Oh, I see, that's nice. I go to a specific dermatologist's place that's covered by our government, so that means that I get a couple rounds of facial hair removal. And by a couple, I mean anywhere from 6 to 12, depending on the situation, sort of covered. That said, the hairs are now being pushed out of my face. That means that shaving doesn't really do much. It kind of makes everything worse. As you can see on my hand, I cut myself on multiple places because a sharper blade. And yeah, I'm an idiot. So, got hurt. But for the first week, things were not pretty. Like, when I sent pictures to like one or two people, why is my nose so itchy? Hair in my face. My face was swollen. Sent a few pictures. It was bad. The initial was red, then I got puffy, then it was just sore, and so it was kind of around like end of Thursday, early Friday that I kind of had a normal looking face again, but I was still not able to really shave. Like whenever I tried shaving, it left behind like, it was like razor burn across everything because all of the hairs had like popped out because laser, and it sucked. And I was kind of a bit worried because for the first whole week, like, there was no real notice of like any hair loss. Because normally in previous... I don't know why my nose is doing this. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's also that beautiful season where my allergies come back and be a pain in the ass. But yeah, it was razor burn. It was not fun. But finally, it was like, oh, all those little hairs started coming out. This happened like today, where it was like I scratched and I was like, that's really itchy, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna see if I can remove anything, and it's like all of the hairs on this are like, or at least a good 50% are just being destroyed. Now I don't know if it's gonna grow back. That's the whole thing. The one thing with laser is you can nuke a follicle, but if there's a follicle right next to it, it will take over. And so we've been going kind of slow. I'm gonna kill my nose. I'm gonna kill my nose. Oh my jeez. It's just irritation because I'm firing and having problems. It's just annoying. It's so annoying. This irritation. It's just... It's allergies. It's that time of year. Anyway, the hair is coming out, and it's great. It did a whole lot. It's like 50%, but there's still that issue where like a follicle next to the hair follicle that was growing that may be inert may take over with the advent of nuking whatever current follicle we have. So that's producing hair. So that's one of the reasons why they kind of go slow at the start, is that, A, they want to see what's going on with the skin. They want to make sure that it's not causing any damage or any redness. increasing the intensity can sometimes cause more hair to grow, so they kind of go on a lower rate, but they wanted to see if I could, or if they could do more damage to what I currently had. And so, yeah, we did more higher dosage, and it hurt, and my face sucked, and that was great. But on to what that other errand was. So on Monday, everything would have been, I would have been, ready to go, but then my spouse was like, we need to go and get something. And I was like, okay, fine, it's near dinner. Sometimes we don't have things that we need. We need to go out and get them. So I was like, okay, well, where we're going, I'm assuming we're grabbing like the meatballs because it was IKEA. And no, it wasn't meatballs or anything like that. No, I got blowhigh. I got the beautiful IKEA shark. And it is beautiful. And I love it. It is perfect. It is so perfect. Highly recommend just getting this because it is not only super soft, it's super squishy. Like, it's just squishy. And I love it. It's great. I'll fully admit, I have slept with this in my arms for several nights in a row. This is amazing. And Shork. It's Shork. It's beautiful. There's just only one downside that comes with Shark, with Blowhigh. And that is, occasionally my spouse will take this, because I leave it on the bed. And our cat kind of doesn't know what to deal with this. It doesn't want to scratch or claw it. She's watches slept on it, which is fine. But then my spouse will chase the cat around with Blowhigh. And that is my only, and I do mean only, warning that I'm about to get pumped in the face with stuffed toy shark at any moment in the next 20 to 30 minutes. Because every single time that they have gone after the cat after watch with Blowhigh, because the cat likes to be chased for some reason, and seems to not really know what to deal with the shark. It doesn't get like poofy-tailed or anything, just kind of like enjoys the chase. But then when my spouse is done chasing the cat, I get smacked in the face with this. So it comes with problems. That said, it has been an incredible gaming companion because there's been more than one game that I have been perusing to seeing if I do a bit of research on games to, see which ones I want to have joined in my, sort of in my videos. The problem is some of these are horror, and I do like horror to a certain degree. I like the stories it tells. I like the whole mechanics of, like, needing to find creative ways to fight back or needing to avoid and hide. My problem is I don't deal with jump scares very well, and I really don't deal with horror in general very well. I kind of hate it. I like the mechanics of horror games. I hate the horror aspect. And so I try, but I can't really get through it. Not on my own, to see how I'm gonna like this game, because I've considered putting like horror walkthroughs on the channel. But like, you're gonna mention that, Tim. But here's the thing. I was enjoying the concept of like the whole game, the whole mechanics of like, you've got to walk around, it's liminal space, it's back rooms, and there's a monster. But what I was hating is the fact that you don't know where the monster is. and it could find you at any time, and you could come across it at any time. And there isn't the problem of horror. See, the concept is amazing to me. The idea of, like, making a horror game is one I've entertained. The idea of playing a horror game, that's another issue. I'm not so sure that that's how everything is going to go. And so I enter into... Now it's moving to my eye. I entered the problem of horror games may not be for me, because while I find the concept entertaining and I find it unique and interesting, I can't get through them because it scares me. And I don't deal with fear very well. In fact, my fear response isn't scream and run away. It's I get angry. I feel myself getting stressed out, and I feel myself getting, angry and mean, and I just feel myself, like, dipping into this rage that, like, it doesn't make me, like... I can still be feared and scared, per se, but it doesn't make me... I don't know, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling entirely. I just don't like it. Pardon me. Stupid hangnail issue popped up again. Anyway, so horror games might not be for me. But that said, Blow High here has helped me at least go through a couple of them, because I've been too scared to even... Oh, I don't even know why my hair is still... that hurt way too much than it should have. Downside, I had to go out and grab groceries while we were... right after I took a shower, so... you think, oh, your hair will dry really fast, you're going to be outside. And the answer to that isn't just like, well, you idiot, you stuck it in a ponytail, of course it's not going to dry. No. The reason why I stuck it in a ponytail was it's so humid that it wasn't going to matter, and so I wanted it out of my face. Otherwise, I would have just left the hair as is. That said, horror games aren't for me. I'm fine with dark themes. I'm fine with games that have darker concepts, but my issue with video games and horror is my go-to response is anger and to get amped up, because in a lot of the situations that I've encountered fear in my life are situations where I was the only one that could act. Like, I've been scared of a lot of things in my life, and a lot of them have been accidents, things that didn't go right, and everyone else was freaking out and not knowing what to do, and I was scared, but I also recognized that if I didn't do anything, the situation wasn't going to get better, and so my response is to get angry and shut everything else down, because anger is a powerful enough motivator to push me past the fear. And I know that's probably not a healthy thing, but that's just kind of how my brain works. And so, horror is not good for me, which is fine. I'm going to avoid horror in the future. That said, that didn't stop me from entertaining the idea that horror games tend to do really well on YouTube, and that maybe I should consider them. But then after a brief little bit of perusing, I have decided that horror games and me don't mix well. I don't get scared, I get angry, or if I do get startled, it quickly turns to anger. And I don't like being that adversarial. It doesn't feel like me. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel fun. And largely because, I'm going to point this out, I don't like horror because I hate being alone in that situation. And I think that's what kind of causes me. I'm gonna fucking kill my nose. Oh my god. Could you fucking just not be irritated for like 5 minutes? My god, what is with my nose? You just can't give me a day off, can you? Yikes. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, like, same here. Like, there's a lot of things going on in the world where it's like, horror is starting to become like the day-to-day in a certain sense. Like, there's a difference between like jump scare horror and there's like psychological horror. The world is already terrifying enough as is. I don't need to add a more stress to my situation, And so I get that, General 5. I do get that. I'm kind of done with adding stress to my life. And I think that's one of the things. But the other thing is that, like, with horror, I don't mind, like... My issue with horror movies is oftentimes when I've seen horror movies, it's sort of been, like, the whole alone in a crowd feeling. Like, you can have a bunch of people watching, but I'm not watching with people. I'm watching the movie amongst other people. I don't do well with horror. I never have. Because I am the type of person that wants to cling and hold on to someone while watching horror. And so, I'm not great with the whole concept of horror in general. Because I don't like dealing with it alone, and also, if I have to deal with it alone, my response is to get angry and frustrated and pissed off and not actually enjoy what I'm playing. So, I don't mind if a game that typically doesn't have horror elements introduces horror gameplay. I have no problem with that, because it's usually only for a quest, and my greatest memory of this, and the most scariest thing I guess I've ever played in a video game, was literally in Star Trek Online. And I think it's because it was the most janky horror piece in the game. You're up against an AI on a ship or in a warehouse or someplace where it has complete control of the map and its safety protocols are turned off, meaning it can kill you, and it is trying to. It is playing a subroutine that is designed to be horror, but the safeties got turned off. And your only notification that the AI is coming for you is it mentions Bonniekin, and it asks where you are. And that's how you know it's coming for you. And you've got to run to these objectives and turn things off, but it can pop up in front of you, it can come from around a corner, it can be behind you, and the weirdest part is, sometimes it's it's from an older game, but the programming of that particular quest made it kind of janky. Like, the AI would show up, and it's supposed to start running, but then it would phase through a wall, and it can phase back out of the wall, because the walls are only one-sided collision. And so it's all of a sudden you see it phase into the wall or drop into the floor, and you're not sure if it's going to pop back up somewhere. And, like, it does a serious amount of damage when it hits you. So it was scary as crap, because it's a holographic AI that's glitching out, and then the game is physically making it glitch out. It was one of those experiences where, like, the glitches of the physical game brought more life to a scenario than what was expected. Like, I know there's a thing where you say, like, you come across games that are so buggy that, like, the bugs become part of the gameplay. This was one of those moments. The game would bug out. Like, it's supposed to disappear, but it's supposed to have animations. Sometimes it would just stop working. And so you're like, okay, can I do the entire quest on my own? No, because the AI is triggered. I triggered it 3 times before it despawned, meaning there were 3 of them running around for a brief period. And that was terrifying because it was multiplying, and then it vanished, it stopped. Then it phased through the wall and dropped through the floor, and then popped back up in front of me, and it was like, what is going on? And it added more horror to a scenario where it wasn't supposed to be, I think, as horrifying as it was, because I didn't know to what extent the game was going to glitch. Was it just going to be the AI? Was I going to fall through the floor? Was this going to be worse? And it's like this apprehension of like, the game is screwing up and this thing is just unhinged. It just made it so much more alive in that moment, and it was just terrifying, and it's gonna forever stick with me, one of the most horrifying moments, because I didn't even realize. They said like, well, you've got to get this thing, you got to bring it back online, the AI is being a bit out of control. And so it's like, okay, fine, you know, I skimmed through and I went in, and it was just horror. It was a dark room. It's just you can stun it, you can't really kill it, it doesn't die, you've got to shut it off, and once it's shut off, it's fine. But during that glitchy period, it was like it was physically glitching out, and I could tell that wasn't meant to be part of the game, but also it added to the game that this thing was not obeying the pre-established rules of what it was trying to obey. Like, it was trying to follow these scripts and these laws and rules, and it was just failing to do so. And it was just, to me, that was fascinating, that, like, it added more horror to the situation because it was far more messed up than it should have been. And that stuck. Also, made me very angry and very pissed off when I had to deal with it, because I do not do well with horror. I do not deal well with horror, and I was playing this the first time I played it at 10 p.m. at night, trying to get through this last quest before I was supposed to go to bed. I later went back and replayed this at 12 p.m. at night, trying to get this quest done because I knew it was hell and I remembered it being hellish, and it did not help me to play this at 12 p.m. at night in a dark room with nothing but headsets on, with my headset on and my screen set to dim light. It did not help me. So, I don't deal well with horror. Probably not going to play horror games. I might play Dark Souls, but I'm probably not going to play anything like Amnesia or any horror game like that. And if I do end up accidentally playing these games and recording them, we're going to see how well I do. Because I'm really hoping I'm not going to get angry, but that might happen. So, I'm going to be keeping Blowhigh here as a travel companion moving forward, because I'm too lazy to take it off my desk, and it's staying. So, yeah. This is an episode with Blowhigh. I know I'm supposed to name it, I haven't figured out a name for it. So, we're gonna play more Cyberpunk 2077, because this is a game I want to get through. I don't know if I said I was gonna stop playing last time, but I'm sure as heck not gonna stop playing now. Oh my god, it's the hair that's irritating my nose! Can we not? Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know that I don't remember, like, actor names or, like, character names too well. I remember faces. I'm pretty sure I only know Leonard Nimoy and Spock because it was like a huge nerd thing back in the day, and it was one of those things like I had to remember, you know, to be in the culture. But beyond that, I really don't remember names or actors or anything like that. I'm really bad with names. I'm great with faces, and I can be like, oh, they're that person from that movie, but I'm not going to be able to tell you what movie that is or what the character name is, just that I watched it.
One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, 'cause the NCPD...
Okie dokes. Load game. Right, we were gonna get information. And we had to figure out how to wait with the new UI changes.
Did y'all hear about that Arasaka aircraft carrier docked in Night City called Kujira or the Whale?
Hello,
Apparently,
hi.
the crew figured it wasn't safe in Japanese waters. Afraid some local fishermen might harpoon it for scientific research. But honestly, it's quite the power move. Wonder what Militech will respond with. Maybe Myers will fly a Rust Bucket B-17 Flying Fortress over Arasaka HQ. Oh man, that is insensitive. I am so sorry. Where are my manners?
It's 6:55. Okay, yeah, sure.
What do you
Hey,
got?
what'll it be? What don't we got? Women and men of your dreams. Synaptic acting A-listers, no washed-up virtue porn boy toys, or blow-up dolls here.
Auteur stuff. It'll grip your heart and blow your nerves right out of your body. Pure bit-based ecstasy. That's why people come here.
Clearly know how to sell it.
Not a sales pitch, it's a warning. I'll give you one word. Bespoke. Not for everyone's synapses.
Think you can handle it?
Bespoke. Damn, that sounds promising. I get it, I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Couple of things you need to know first. Severe penalties for any unauthorized recording. No drugs, no groping.
Someone catch your eye? You do not grab them. You find them in the catalog, ask for a BD, and get yourself a box.
I really look that green to you. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Doors open. Have
Her
fun, doll.
pants
Welcome to Lizzie's.
are also shoes. Or not.
What'll it be?
Ignore me, sorry. I was admiring the fact that you have pants that apparently I want for some reason. Thanks. Look, I'm a bit of a thief. I take what I want. Can't go in there. Ooh. You know, this is like the one problem. I really wish there was like a walk button that wasn't just like tab. Like, did they even add that in? Yeah, it was settings. You got controls, key bindings. Toggle walking is G? They gave us a walk mode? They gave us a walk mode! Oh, finally! Okay, this was not in the game. Oh, geez, you guys can't even see this. I'm an idiot. Excuse me. I'm a dumb idiot. 1 second. I need to switch so that the screen comes back on. Hi. I'm stupid. Okay, allow me to just, give me a sec here. We'll get back to this. I was gawking at her pants / shoes. Like, they're like all-in-one pants and shoes. But no offense, that gradient color, want. Strangely, want. Anyway, Gia's apparently there's like a walk and a run, and they have a walk button now. They didn't used to have walk. I'm gonna walk in so many areas now, largely because my computer processor can't handle much. But, yeah, sorry, I'm an idiot. I can walk now, and this is amazing, and I'm going to abuse this because walking is fantastic. Wow, you are having a hard time figuring that one out, huh? There we go. By the way, learning to walk like this was like a little hard, not gonna lie. And this is a little exaggerated, but oh. Looking down and like having to remember how to step, I have to state, is one of the harder things that I've learned. Because guys and girls walk different. Just to kind of point that out. And figuring out how the whole walking thing goes is a trip. And I know why it happens too. It's largely because of... I love it. I love it. Ever since we put it in the car, it's been with us. So we have this stupid minigun. Oh, that's beautiful. But largely I think it's like, there's like two things that sort of affect it. And one is hip rotation. And the other is the fact that without a dick, you don't need to walk would compensate for the fact you got something dangling between your legs that, depending on how you fucking stand, can, or like step, can actually hurt you. And so you walk, for lack of a better term, well, I mean, like, for just what it is, that you've got something between your legs. And there is a way to walk, femme, that sort of gets around that. But, like, it's just... It takes a bit to kind of get it down and get it into a natural state. And I've mentioned this before. The one thing that I had to kind of train myself to do was walk like I was on an I-beam, or like a log that had been turned into like a bridge, like cut in half and turned into a bridge. Because if you narrow the amount of space that you give yourself to walk on, you're naturally gonna walk with your steps, you know, more narrow, closer together. The other thing was, and this was just something that I did naturally, because I wear combat boots. Okay. Someone just messaged me on the side. But I don't know, it was just like learning to walk. Like, one of the other things that I did was I wear combat boots, and I really just hated how, like, because it's got like a steel shank in the bottom, that like the toe, like when you go heel toe, it has that like thwap sound of like rubber on cement. Hated that. So I ended up just shortening my step to get rid of that whole like thwacking sound of like, and that whole feeling of just like the boot not really having any give. It was like flat pieces of, I guess, like cement or like metal in essence, without any real like give to the sole. And I just changed that, and it worked rather well. However, tactical jumpsuit. I'm sorry, did you just say purple tactical jumpsuit? Hi. Purple tactical jumpsuit. Can we get... I should not be into this, but if we had better boots, I'd be into this. We're gonna put that back on, but we're just gonna, like, hold on to you. Awesome. I don't have any perks. No, I only have 2 spent. Fantastic. I have no idea what spants are. Anyway, But yeah, learning to walk, I had to shorten step, had to narrow, and it's just guys and girls walk different, and it's just one thing that, you know, I had to add to the whole ordeal. I'm going into one of the weird sex rooms because I want to steal people's money and their clothes, apparently. I am a horrible human being for wanting to steal people's clothes. I can't steal the pills off the shelf, but I can steal stuff out of the med kit. I sincerely hope none of you gets severely hurt. Boop. If this wasn't a video game, I'm like, I kid you not, I would probably not be taking anything. I'd be like too guilty. I should do a run that's just like me, and I would just never pick anything up. Garbage on the ground, wouldn't touch it. Why? Because some homeless person might need it. Like, I was like, if that's ramen on top of a urinal, I do not want to eat that. They go through a lot of beer. Ooh, what is up here? Okay. Basketball court. There is... Whoop. Apparently B does something special. Okay. Going back inside at a walking pace. Going down. Opening this. I love how they're just letting me walk around. I was not in there. You can't prove anything. Ooh, soundproofing. I need that. Okay. I have a... sorry, I get stuck in exploration mode. And that is just the nature of who I am. Also, I'm walking places, and I'm absolutely enjoying this. I know who you two are.
Hey.
You're gonna act like normal people.
Get you something.
Oh shit, I was gonna try and drink something. Let's ask stupid questions.
So, curious. The name Lizzie's. That the owner?
Not for a long while, no. And it's none too sweet a story.
Oh, now I'm just flat interested.
Real Lizzie ran a strip joint out of this place back in the day. Lizzie's bar. Girls were paid right, insured, even had decent security.
Ah, shoe pants. Spants. Great.
Nah, stories of the golden days. Inevitable demise and the inevitable drink over sweet memories.
All what makes the tall tales easier to swallow.
So, what went wrong?
Tiger Claws shot up Lizzie. Tiger beat one of Lizzie's girls real bad once. No hesitation, Lizzie blasted the guy's balls off. Gang came back the next day. Liz was done.
Tigers gave this place up to the Mox in the end, though, didn't they?
Sort of. The Moxes had to make a deal with them. Luckily, they kept their heads, organized quick. Big boss now is Susie Q. But the sign stayed up, out of respect. The biz booms to this day.
Okay, well, I don't really want to
Looking
drink,
for
so.
Evelyn Parker. Know if she's here?
Who's asking?
Oh, I didn't get this answer before.
Just answer the damn question.
Seem a little tense, Chumba. Go grab a box. Might take the edge off. Have fun, relax. Find me once your mood's improved. Serve you a drink then.
It's all right, Mateo. I was waiting for this one. Evelyn Parker. I knew it was you as soon as you walked in.
Ah, you can recognize street trash. Good.
Sense on. Only tequila I drink.
Or sorry, no, I'm Nomad.
How would you know?
I like to know everything about the people I work with. Either that or it was just a lucky guess.
Why we meeting here? Any particular reason? Actually, it doesn't seem much like your thing, this place.
I'll take that as a compliment. Come on. No place we can talk where ears won't prick up to listen. We'll be in the lounge, Mateo. If anyone asks.
I didn't even finish my drink. Oh, that's rude. What do you expect him to do? Pour it back in the bottle?
What can a horny girl like me do for a hungry guy? A little vanilla.
God, I didn't want to sit. I wanted to grab the stupid thing on the. Gonna make me wait, huh? Wow.
Dex had a load to say about you. Called you professional, effective, and trustworthy. I hope he wasn't overselling.
Buh.
You don't give a rat's dick what Dex thinks. We both know that.
You have trouble accepting compliments?
No, just think flattery's beneath you. Am I wrong?
Maybe Dex is beneath you. Have you known each other long?
I don't like to talk about my employment
Let's
records.
talk biz. I mean, it's nice, but I didn't come here to get my ego stroked.
No. You're here to gain some knowledge. The life-changing kind.
Well, now you got me all excited.
Your target. I trust you know what it is.
Relic. Secure your soul trinket. Key tech in the program, actually. We're tangling with Arasaka. Making this heist one dangerous, risky motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Arasaka's poured billions into personality transfer technology. But me, I just want the data on this one. The chip is tucked away inside Kompeki Plaza, the hotel. You ever been?
No. Too
Classic
poor.
Corp hotels? Yeah, no. Out of my price range.
Well, the decor's to die for. As you'll see for yourself.
So where's this chip hiding, exactly?
In a suite on the top floor. The room's occupied by Yorinobu Arasaka.
Yorinobu Arasaka. He's in town?
Don't you read the scream sheets? The media couldn't get
I feel like I
enough
should
of
know
Yori
this.
coming to Night
I
City.
don't.
It was all over the headlines. Anyway, he's heir apparent to the Arasaka Empire. Saburo Arasaka's only surviving son.
Well, shit.
What, so Arasaka Jr.'s planning to grab the reins while in Night City?
Only a handful of people in Night City know what the Arasaka's real plans are.
Telling me you're one of them?
Ah, Koi smile. I see. I understand.
So we're not jumping the corp. We're jumping Yorinobu Arasaka himself.
Yorinobu is a puppet. He lost all his cards years ago when he failed to do Daddy's bidding. Saburo's had Yuri's balls in a vice for years. He might just turn the screw and crush them outright if he learns his son's up to no good again.
Top dog like Yorinobu's bound to have an army on call. Hotel's probably a goddamn fortress by now, too.
Yorinobu keeps exactly no hustle around. Not one guard. Got rid of them a long time ago.
Huh. Why is that?
Surely you know what they say about Arasaka intel. Sneeze in Night City, and a blossom drops from a cherry tree in Tokyo. Yorinobu was convinced his Arasaka security detail reported directly to his father.
Look, if you've got any spare aces up your sleeve, now's the time to show them.
Now this should make your tits perk up. Yorinobu recently swiped the chip from an Arasaka laboratory. He's made a deal with Netwatch, aims to sell it to them. Have you spotted my ace yet, or do I need to spell things out?
Wait, neutral Netwatch is mixed up in this?
Netwatch provides net security for all corporations, and collects eddies in the millions for it. But in this day and age, everyone's in the game, and no one can afford to be a saint. To win, one has to go all in.
So what's Yorinobu due to walk away with?
Unimportant. You focus on the biochip.
What could cyberspace's watchers and protectors offer him? Intelligence on his enemies?
That doesn't matter in the least. Because you'll make sure the transaction never happens, and I get the chip.
Fine. So no Arasaka security on the device because Yorinobu whisked it away in secret. Now where's he hiding it?
Likely in a specialized container. One that mimics an organic neural environment. On the outside, it looks like an ordinary
Oh
briefcase.
my god, I'm gonna kill my nose.
And the case is?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Provided we're done gossiping about the Arasakas.
Yeah, headsets off.
V?
One more thing. Data that's on the chip. What is it?
Irrelevant. Entirely.
We're talking about data Yorinobu snuck out of Arasaka. What's more, he wants to pass it on to Netwatch. Sounds pretty damn relevant to me.
Listen, V. The relic. That's my concern. Your concern? Earning a paycheck. Just get the job done. I'll make sure your bank accounts are sated.
What else do you know about Yorinobu?
Quite a bit, actually. He studied finance and biotech in Tokyo. Probably didn't have a choice in the matter, come to think of it. Saburo was grooming him to be his successor. But then Yorinobu vanished to chase his own dreams. Cut himself off from the Corp for years. Long story short, though the black sheep returned, the bitter taste remained. But that's only one side of him. There's another. An intelligent man who has always walked his own path, and so has his own designs on the Corp.
Seems to be risking everything with this relic scam.
Yes, because he's fallen for the biggest lie this town puts forward. That he can gain and retain control of anything.
Okay, what's next?
Now comes the best part. Follow me. Got something for you. Should help you plan. Brain dance from Konpeki Plaza.
How's a brain dance supposed to help? Need facts, not thrills.
Think BDs are only good for fondling virtual tits? Jacking off to in those boxes? No. It can be a very useful tool. Good for analyzing details human perception, even boosted, doesn't grasp. Exactly what you need.
So what's on the tape?
Yorinobu's suite. The glorious interior. You'll need to locate the relic yourself. Hope I grabbed enough detail to make that possible.
Hold up. Mean to say you recorded this?
Mm-hmm. BD rec implant. Why, you object?
No, not at all. Let's see this brain dance.
Judy'll help. She's a mox, too. Besides, we go back, years. V, this is important. Judy's always been there for me. Always helped out. I trust her. But she's a Mox, not the latest member of your crew. Try not to forget. So you'll be a good girl, tread lightly, and keep that tongue on a leash.
Relax. Believe it or not, I'm no stranger to tact. In biz or life.
I forgot the stupid thing in the room. Okay. More lore. Doing what I do best. Raiding, stealing, find out where you keep your booze, your drugs, and your money. Oh. I'm choosing to believe that someone sleeps down here, but it's not anyone we know. Okay. So the guy who might want an iguana. Oh god, no. Let's not bring up the iguana. I am so sure that that iguana is being taken care of by Jackie. Like, it just became Jackie's iguana.
Hey, there you are. This is V. She's here for that BD role. And V, this is Judy. Best brain dance editor I know.
Enough already. Gonna make me barf.
Ooh, I can talk about this.
Three sig amps, acoustic and emotive wave monitors. Top shelf hardware.
Yeah, most of it's customized. Only thing factory are the casings.
Mod all this yourself?
What do you think?
Expression translator. Fuyutsuki, right? Thought the matrices on that series were fucked up.
They were, but swapping out matrices is simple. And this was the only model that'd support additional scanware. Alright. Compiled your BDF.
What do you think? Will it do?
Still pretty raw. But yeah, ought to do.
Mm-hmm. V needs to get deep inside. That's most important.
So, let's calibrate. Tune it to her.
I was too busy distracted by the weird ads on your TV. I have no idea what's going on.
With worse. Should see the jig street porn we gotta contend with sometimes.
Okay. It's approaching 9 o'clock, which is usually where I end the stream. I know I started a bit late. However, I'm going to save. We're going to come back to this. Probably sometime this week. Because I have 4 days off coming up. Because my schedule change is occurring, which means I actually am going to be switching to Mondays, Tuesdays off. And I'm going to be working Wednesday through Sunday. So this is going to be really useful for me because it gives me time to not only get ready for streams, but also edit and not feel completely wiped like I usually do. So save, game saved. I just did that. Okay, so we're going to close. Quit game. But there's something else. There's something else that I want to, I guess, address before moving on with more of this. I'm also feeling tired, which is just how this is going to go today. I've been... I mean, with the Monday switch, I should be able to kind of like rest more throughout the day. That should leave me, you know, open to being later. The thing is that I work tomorrow, and then I got to be up at 4 a.m. to feed the cat, and then I got to take that 4:30 a.m. onwards till like 7:30 to just get everything that I need done, and that includes extra chores, like or just the chores and stuff that I do in the morning. And if I fucking miss getting up early, that just doesn't happen. So. But on weekends, different story. I can get things done earlier in the day and make it so that I don't need to necessarily worry about those things come, the recording day. So which means I can do a whole bunch of stuff Friday and basically have, or even early morning Monday, and then have the rest of the day just kind of do nothing. And then I can have basically my Tuesdays completely free, which allows me to just stream really late. So that's all probably going to be happening soon, which is going to be fantastic. But before we get there, there is something that I'm going to need to, I guess, fess up a bit to. Give me 1 second. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. I do need to grab something here, but give me a moment to get it running. It may pop up. Give me a second. We're up in the corner. We're gonna try and grab. Oh. Gameplay. Oh, it's Logitech. Okay. Give a sec here. We're gonna have to talk about this. And why are you not willing to stream this? Hello, we need you to stream this. You're literally up and right now, and I need to switch gears again, I guess. And you need... Why are you not capturing it? There we go. Okay. So, this is just a little bit of a fess up, because I know that I said in my life that I was never going to play World of Warcraft. I have since been suckered into this game, and I know some of you may have been seeing this on Discord, but I also don't know why it's still doing this, which is interesting. But yeah, I've started playing World of Warcraft because I got into it. I know there's certain people that are going to be like, no, but like, here's the thing. I'm actually weirdly enjoying this game. I hated on it for so long, and it's like, yeah, okay, the subscription's kind of annoying and everything, and it's expensive as crap, but there's a way of getting around it, which I think is what's making this okay for me. I just need to go up more, but also, I think I may have accidentally discovered that I very much do have some form of a fursona. And I'm gonna have to admit this to myself. Because I spent like 4 hours developing this character and this look. And I can't lie to myself. There is a lot that is going on in my life. But, yeah, just thought I'd particularly share that before, all of that happens. Yeah, I'm discovering things. I'm discovering that I really like stuffed toys. I'm discovering, even though I told myself that I was going to be a jeans and combat boots only kind of girl, very much into dresses. It's a fixation, and one that I'm fine with. And I've discovered that WoW has given me more than I expected. So that's going to be basically this week in review. So yeah, this is great. My life is a chaotic hell, and I'm enjoying this. And this has been worth it. So I'm gonna wish you guys all a good night. Stay safe out there. It's getting things are getting better, or at least they have the potential to be getting better, which is good. We need to keep pushing. Things will get better as long as we keep fighting harder. I gotta believe that. So stay safe, take care, maintain an exit strategy, find people that are like you in your area, that if you need to get out of where you are, that you can band together and just up and leave. Because things are bound to get worse before they get better. I know in the United States things are not great right now. Personally, today, like the first few months of my transition, there were like 1 or 2 transphobic moments, but like for the first few months, 6, it was only like 1 or 2, I think, total. This last 4, there was once again only 1 or 2 incidences of like me coming across transphobia. The last couple months though, it's been a lot more common. So absolutely all of the stuff that's happening in the United States and in the rest of the world is having a bleed effect elsewhere. And I'm kind of not enjoying this because Canada has typically had really good laws. But I was walking home today and I got called a freak, which was great. I just let that kind of fucking just brush straight off because there is no way in heck I'm going to let something like that take over my life. Like, I'm not going to let that bother me. But at the same time, it's gotten to a point where, like, I've come across more in the last couple months, and they've been little things. And it's not necessarily been through my workplace. It's been, like, outside of it. And it's just little comments I hear people make where they think I can't hear. People are, I'm discovering this because I kind of fall victim to this as well, but people are not as stealthy as they think they are. And I hear things, and I hear comments, and I get comments directly to me, and it's just something I've just kind of like taken on the fucking shoulder because, like, what am I gonna do? I can't change their minds. I can't say something that's gonna make them turn around and go, oh, like, that's not gonna happen. They've made up their minds, and it's the hill that they're gonna die on, or that they're willing to die on, because it's something that they've decided they're going to believe in, and there is no amount of facts or reasoning or justification I can give them to explain why I am who I am. I can't explain to these people that I don't have a choice in the manner of my existence. I only have the choice on whether or not I'm being truthful or whether or not I maintain a lie that will never be true. And so I choose to tell the truth, and they can't understand that, and I'm not going to be able to change that. But it is just annoying that it's like I'm walking on my way home, and I get someone who calls me a freak, and someone else that says, some people are just seriously fucked in the head. Like, as they're looking at me. And it's like, I'm like 4 feet away from you. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like, not 4 feet. It was more like 8 or 10 feet. But it's like, we were still fucking really close. I was passing by them on the frickin' sidewalk. And they just looked at me and decided to make an issue. And it's like, you know, I wasn't even saying anything. I was just walking down the street. I had my mask on, and I got clocked, and I just kind of hit a, like, whatever moment. Like, I'm not going to change the minds of the hateful. I can only change the minds of those that are looking to find understanding. You know, those that are looking to see and learn more. We can only put the information out there for them, because it's not like we're going to change the minds of the few. So it's just annoying that it's like, for years, people pushed for a more accepting tomorrow, and now we're backsliding into a less accepting world, and it's just, I got no other option than to be me. And it sucks, because these people are never going to be comfortable unless we're pushed down. They're never going to be comfortable with us unless we're underneath their boot. And I can't explain anything to these people. I can't make them feel better about my existence. They've chosen their battle line, and I'm not going to fight that war. I'm not going to fight on their level. It's not my concern. So I know things are getting darker, and I know things are getting a bleed effect, but there are some good things that are popping up, and our allies in the world are taking chances moving forward. So I'm going to leave you all with a little bit of hope that, at least for the United States government, there's 2 bills that have been, I believe, pushed to the Senate. Your system is a little bit weird to me, but all I know is the House has put forward 2 bills, one to protect abortions under just federal medical care, or at least under federal law, and the other one to protect marriage equality, which was something else that certain people within government and the Supreme Court were looking to overturn. So, with that said, there's a little glimmer of hope. Oh, hi dude, you're right near at the end. Yeah, you're right near at the end. Look, okay, so I'm going to give you a bit of a recap. We played a little bit of Cyberpunk 77. They have a walk button now in Cyberpunk 2077, which I'm going to abuse, because my processor has a real hard time moving fast through, like, different locations, so walking is kind of useful. Probably not going to use that for combat, but we'll use that for walking through certain other areas. You're going to hate me, because if you scroll back a little bit, you're going to find out that I have a WoW subscription. It's not permanent. I only got the 1 month. We should be fine. The goal is, apparently there is a way to buy subscriptions in-game, so I'm testing that out and seeing how far that can go. But whether or not this becomes a confirmed constant thing is entirely up to my playtimes and schedule and whether or not it's feasible. So we're going to see. But within that, I made a Worgen character. Well, see, here's the thing. I always said... I'm sorry, I'm getting your messages a little late. They're popping up on the screen. As you can see, they're popping up now. I always told myself I was never going to play a subscription game. The first subscription game I ever played was Final Fantasy XIV. And that was kind of fun. Apparently there's a big roleplay community. That's okay. We had the money at the time to, afford a subscription, and for the both of us, at the time that I was playing, it was worth it. It was a very fun playthrough, a very well done game. I'm now playing World of Warcraft with my brain just did like a backflip there. Sorry. I'm playing World of Warcraft with my girlfriend and their spouse, and it has been an absolutely wonderful experience of just so much stuff. I have not paid attention to a single ounce of the storyline unless it has specifically shoved it down my throat with a cutscene. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on. I made a Worgen character, which is a werewolf character, and spent far too long creating and customizing that particular character to the point that, like, you get to customize, generally speaking, and it's limited options, but you get to customize the way that your werewolf side looks. And it is after this period that I've realized that I spent far too much time designing something that I told myself I didn't have any care about, that I have effectively made my own persona in WoW. Because I identify with this character comes across to me as me in both forms, and I can't lie to myself about that anymore. No, it's just how that rolled out. So yeah, that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to deal with. Come to terms with. Also, blow high. IKEA Shark, it is now mine. It has been a cuddle companion for several days. I don't know why I'm wearing the headset still. I don't need to. This was the reason why I couldn't... This is just a recap for Dude. This is the reason why I couldn't record, was we went out to get this on Monday. Turns out I still have that issue where if I go from cold to hot to cold again, my body gets really angry, so I kind of got ill after going out and buying this. And yeah, it is super fluffy and squishy, and I love it. But then Tuesday rolled around, and I had facial hair removal. So yeah, that sucked. They turned it way up. My face was swollen. I couldn't speak the next day. I couldn't speak for a large portion of the day after, just because everything was swollen and hurt so much. I think it was Thursday when I was actually able to consistently speak. But that's just because everything was swollen, and then it was stiff, and then I had to stretch it out, and we were good. And then this week, the hair has finally started to just fall out. So I'm hoping that it did a lot more damage, and I'm hoping that, because I have to keep basically shaving it. I could potentially pull it out, but I want to just shave it and let it kind of push itself out on its own, because I don't know if pulling out the hairs, even though they're not attached to anything anymore, I don't know if that's going to agitate the skin and increase follicle growth. So I'm just letting it do itself, because I know that laser can sometimes trigger hair follicle growth on hair follicles that are still beneath the skin that are inert. It can trigger those to start growing off. So there is actually a potentiality that laser can actually increase hair growth instead of the intention of it removing it. That said, everything seems to be fine. I wasn't able to record or stream. I am able to now. I'm probably going to be doing more this week. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off because my schedule is changing to Wednesday to Sunday. So I'll basically end up working weekends, but I'll also have my streaming day off, so I can do this later. I am sorry that this is the whole thing. I'm really happy about the schedule change. I was the only one in the office that was okay with these hours, which is why I got it. But I'm actually really I can't wait for this, because it's gonna be, I'm gonna be able to finally stream later into the evening, because it's my weekends that it's I'm up stupid late, because I can be, but I gotta be up at 4:30 in the morning, and I gotta prepare everything in the morning, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to sleep at any point during the day. So basically I'm up at 4:30, I work all day, I come back, I do the stream until 9 or 10 if I'm lucky, and then I basically go to sleep for 6 hours until it hits. And it's this time around I'm gonna do a smaller stream, just because I'm anticipating that come Friday, I might do... Right, sorry, I'm having Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. I'm hoping that come this Friday, or so at least Saturday, I can do a follow-up stream. I've been wanting to make more progress in Cyberpunk 2077, but it's just like I get to playing after talking, and the fatigue starts setting in, and it's like I can fight it sometimes longer than others, other times not so much, and I basically end up like feeling my like eyes burning, and it's like, okay, I gotta stop. I can't do this. And I have been considering, at least I was considering, moving my schedule back to Saturdays for streaming, because that seemed like it would be a better idea. But then I also know that a lot of you take Saturdays off to deal with family, so you're not around to watch the stream. So at that point, like, why am I not just recording things and then editing them and uploading so you guys can watch later? It was this whole, like, back and forth. And I kind of like the Mondays because it's, you know, Monday evening, and, you know, come watch and play for whatever little bit that you can. And that's just, you know, how things are going. That said, with the whole long weekend coming off, I'm hoping that I can get myself into the mood to do a whole bunch of editing. I know I've been saying that I'm going to do editing for a long time, but it's really hard when I can sit down with the intent to edit, open up the editor, get distracted by, like, internet or YouTube, or end up going down a pathway that I'm then playing video games for the next 8 to 9 hours, and then I'm tired and I go to sleep. Like, not even 8 to 9 hours. It'll be like 14 to like 16 hours of me just doing anything else but editing. And it's like, I need a system that works better. And it doesn't seem to be whatever I've got kind of going at the moment. So I'm trying to find a way to kind of get that all fixed, but I'm pretty sure I should probably talk to a doctor about an ADHD diagnosis. We're still waiting on the doctors to, or at least whatever finders we're using and resources to get back and be like, yeah, we got someone for you. Because finding a doctor that understands trans healthcare and that isn't going to try and change my dosage to something lesser because all they're reading is an outdated document from the World Health Organization called WPATH, which is the standardized health or standardized, I guess, procedures for transgender healthcare, which hasn't really been updated for many, many years. And it's just, I need someone who is understanding it on the forefront, that understands the reason why I'm on 8 milligrams of estradiol and why we're going for the higher dose. And it's just fun. Anyway, I'm gonna go and call it a night. I hope everyone stays safe. I know I was mentioning something about, like, the American government finally doing something to try and, like, put protections on seeking abortions and assistance with all of that, and also in making sure that interracial marriage is protected and a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep. Probably finish off the rest of my grape juice. Before I go to bed. But yeah, take care out there. Be safe. And keep fighting and helping where you can. Good night. Also, small aside while we're on the trans rights or human rights page, I have a consistent problem, keeping my eyes on the camera for some reason. I'm trying to fix that. But if you ever see me, like, staring off into the distance, it's because I'm staring at my own face as I'm talking to try and see how well I'm doing, if I've got the right light, that kind of thing. And instead of just, like, trusting that it's all gonna work, it's like I have to constantly check, and that's the reason why I'm looking away. It's because I generally, as a human being, suck at looking at the camera, and I'm trying to fix that. It's got this nice green light and everything that I could potentially focus on. But it's not helping. So I'm sorry. Anyways, good night.